Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Going to go ahead and start the reading. Eight of Pentacles, Chariot, and the Moon. Okay, so a lot of you are really working hard at the moment, and a lot of you are going really deep into your bag, exercising a lot of discipline, not only when it comes to your money, when it comes to your business and how your relationship is with money, but you're also learning how to discipline your emotions also. And a lot of you are taking the time to learn more about yourselves. A lot of you are getting to know yourselves better and doing more of a deep dive look at who you are as an individual. You may be getting recognized right now. Six of Pentacles. You may be getting recognized a lot for your efforts and for what you are sticking with. It shows that, you're taking the time to invest each and every day with whatever it is that you're working on learning to grasp whatever it is that you're working on more in deep, learning how to deal deeper with the information from whatever it is that you're working on. Ace of Pentacles. So a lot of you see an opportunity. Okay, you guys are getting prepared for whatever this opportunity that you feel is coming in very soon. A lot of you have been in preparation mode, getting, all what you need, all of your things that you need to equip you on this journey. Eight of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. So you're also putting in the action, you're putting in the work. You're becoming very creative with whatever it is that you're working on, that you're planning, that you're putting in the work into. You're putting in the work, you're putting in the action. And you are very active at the moment, especially when it comes to your money, to your finances, because you are working towards your wish fulfillment. So you're learning to discipline yourself, and you're letting go with the Six of Swords, releasing what no longer serves you. A lot of you are deciding to walk away from a career path and exploring, what pulls you, what you feel that would lead you to your wish fulfillments. So a lot of you have decided to really pay more attention to yourselves and who you are as an individual. A lot of you are really motivated and passionate about that. right now, and you are deciding to no longer entertain things that isn't in your best interest, isn't good for you. You're learning to distance yourself and walking away from things that no longer serve you. And you're deciding to work on yourself, developing a lot of strengths, a lot of abilities that you're just realizing about yourself, and deciding that you're no longer going to put yourself through whatever it is that you were tolerating. So it shows that you're making up your mind to move forward, to move ahead towards into the direction of where you're feeling pulled, to go. Clarifying the Moon card. The Ace of Pentacles. So some sort of opportunity. There was a Tower moment. There could have been a Tower moment. And it shows that, you know, you've been putting in a lot of hard work. You've been putting in a lot of effort. And you feel like you're being overlooked in some sort of way. You feel like you're working harder on things on a regular day-to-day basis. You just feel like you're not being fulfilled. You're not being fulfilled in something in the past. It could have been like a career field. You're deciding to leave a career path, moving into somewhere that feels into a path and leading yourself into a direction that feels fulfilling for you. It's like you want to receive, like you're ready to receive now. There could have been times with a significant person, it looks like there was an ending, a breakup, something that resulted in a Tower moment. And it was something that you could have not been seeing, or you decided to overlook, and you weren't really paying attention to how much you were doing. So that resulted in the Three of Swords. You weren't putting yourself first. So it resulted in a Tower moment and the Three of Swords. So you're deciding to put yourself first now. You're deciding now to go towards your happiness, what you are being pulled to go towards. And you're learning to be more compassionate with yourself. You're learning how to heal whatever it is within you by doing your inner work. You're realizing the gift and everything that you've gone through. With the Moon card and the Ace of Pentacles, you're realizing that you had to go through whatever it was that you went through in order to discover this new gifts. Like, and it's more than one. It's more than one with the Ace of Pentacles. It's more than one with the Wheel of Fortune. So it's definitely going to be huge, a beautiful shift, a new change, and it's also very healing. Because you decided to let go what no longer serves you anymore. The Queen of Pentacles. So like I said, you're putting yourself first. You're focusing more on the opportunities that, you know, that could be potential opportunities, potential leads that will bring you closer to the external that you want to experience. The Ten of Swords. So it looks like there was a painful ending, and it wasn't easy. You, like I said, had to go through whatever lessons there was, and you possibly had to let go of a lot of different ideas about the way you were looking at yourself for a long time. It's like you had to really analyze yourself and gain more understanding of who you are. It shows that, you know, you've gone through some painful things when it comes to shedding away things about you that you were holding on to for so long. And it's like you are taking it day by day with yourself, and you're no longer hiding anymore. Whatever happened because of a tower moment, it was very painful. Something had to come down in order for you to rebuild something more stable, more grounded, and more practical. Because whatever it was before, it wasn't practical, it wasn't realistic, and you had to go through whatever experiences that you had to go through in order to learn the lessons, to let go, to shed whatever it was that you were holding on to. And it wasn't easy. It was a bit of an uncomfortable process. But you see, you're learning how to be okay. You're learning how to be okay with what you are meant to experience. You're learning to just experience whatever it is and just let go of the past. Let go of the past. There may be times where you'll feel triggered, and just be wise and learn how to look forward and not look back and start picking up your old bad habits and your old patterns. Now is the time to really transform and embrace new beginnings, a new shift now, and no longer being afraid of what's ahead. And it all has to do with healing, with your energy work, and learning to move forward, no longer being afraid anymore. Now you are becoming courageous, and you are learning to, break out of whatever shell that you've had for so long. You're like learning to release that, and you are now discovering, so many good qualities about yourself. You didn't know that you were so good at doing multitasking. You didn't know that you were so good at you know, learning new and different things that you just have a natural talent at doing. So it's really great. You know, something disappointing happened, but it was necessary in order for you to get to where you are headed. And it shows that, you know, you're learning to be responsible. You're deciding to be responsible by actually doing more instead of just, you know, focusing on other things other than yourself, because it's important for you to also focus on yourself too. And maybe that's what happened, is that you weren't focused, you weren't prioritizing the things that you were supposed to prioritize. So take the time to really learn more about yourself. You're on the right track. 7 of Pentacles. Keep planting those seeds. Keep making those, you know, harmonious relationships, okay? And definitely on the right track. And your person, funny how your person, or if you have a significant other, they are not showing up in the reading. So this is a reading for you to focus more on yourself right now around this time. Focus on, you know, what motivates you, and just focus on that, and, you know, be creative with it. The cards are pleading you to be creative with it, and to let go of any fears that could be holding you back. Let go of those fears and embrace new beginnings. And don't worry about the past, what happened in the past. And start prioritizing yourself more. The angel message says, listen to your intuition. Okay, so it's very important for you to be in tune with yourself and to be calm, to not get impulsive and being so quick to react. Just take a minute, take a step back, and, you know, take a breath and think about, just meditate and think about what it is that you're thinking about doing, and just follow your intuition. If you feel like doing something out of the ordinary and it's very closely related to your intuition, it could be diving into some sort of creativity. Maybe you just feel like being creative at the moment, or you feel very highly intuitive at the moment, where you're just getting like gut instincts, you know, gut instincts and stuff like that. Then follow your intuition. Don't get too impulsive. Don't be too reactive. If you need time to think about something, take the time to think about it, and don't just rush into whatever decision, or don't just rush into whatever it is where you're having like second thoughts about. It says listen to your intuition. So maybe there's a call for you to pay more attention to yourself, or to ask yourself questions, so that way when changes do happen, you can easily make a decision, because you've taken the time to listen to yourself. So this reading is a very strong message for you to focus on yourself right now, because there's some healing that you should do, and whatever it is that you could get out of the healing, it's definitely going to help you in the new shift, into moving forward, in embracing the new beginning. Is definitely going to show you some new abilities, some new things about yourself, and it'll help you on your path, on your journey along your way, because it shows that you're kind of feeling uncomfortable at the moment. You're feeling very uncomfortable, feeling very strange. So just, listen to your intuition and take some time for yourself, so that way you can be able to help use what you need to help guide you into the right direction. Okay, so no more obsessing over your person. It shows that now is the time to really embrace the things that you are welcoming into this new shift, with the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. Okay, so you could also be at a point, getting close to a point of union, also with a significant other, with someone also, and they are going to come in at the right time of your growth. Okay, it's up to you if you want to experience what it is that you have with this person, but it's very healing. Whatever it is, it's very healing. So out of fear, you could be ignoring this person out of fear of exploring the connection further. You could be ignoring them at the moment, but you truly do feel a lot of happiness, a lot of joy with this person, to the point where you're always daydreaming about them. You're thinking a lot about this person, but you see, you've probably been focusing too much on the romantic side of your connection. It's time for you to refocus now on yourself and focus on what it is that you're working on, because it shows that this union is going to come in regardless, but at the same time it shows that you have a fear. You feel like it's a lot of work, the connection is a lot of work, and you could be in a long distance connection with your person. Like, you just feel like it's the same thing over and over again. But you see again, Ace of Pentacles, okay? Something is on its way. Something is on its way with the Hierophant, okay? With the Hierophant. So there's a possibility that things can become more serious when it comes to your romantic significant other connection. It could become something more serious, something more practical, and it could lead towards a foundation in the future. So it's very important for you to continue to work on what it is that you're working on, so that it can help build up a new foundation that you are working on since after some sort of tower moment that happened in the recent past. It shows that you're rebuilding now, but you have a little bit of fear exploring this connection. So the cards are saying you don't have to really focus too much on that. Just continue to focus on yourself, because there's some healing work that you could be thinking of working on, and it's going to really change you in a way where it's going to help push you in the right direction, and you're going to be able to control the energy more when it comes to this connection. You're going to be able to have more control in a way. You're going to be able to have more control, and this could possibly give you an upper hand too. At the bottom of the Angel Oracle, it says helpful people. So you could be meeting some helpful people along the way. You could be meeting helpful people and people to help, like, what do they call them? Spiritual guides or destiny helpers. So you could be meeting some destiny helpers soon, to help you, move forward now. Because before, you weren't focused on the right things. So it shows that you're deciding to pick yourself up and put in the necessary work. And it shows that there's a big possibility for recognition from that effort also. Okay, so you're letting go, you're releasing what no longer serves you. And that's good that you're deciding to release what no longer serves you and embracing new beginnings. Okay, so that was your reading. Thanks.